As usual, Alphinaud has a brilliant plan. We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. Lise and her unit will make for our primary objective, the Fire Control Center. At the same time, we will enter the castrum by way of the ventilation ducts, whereupon we will proceed into the weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the castrum. Literally a mark like right in front of it. Oh, it's a B mark, so he's probably not going to attack me. B rank. I don't think it matters as much at this point. That thing might attack me though. Darkwood. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. Excuse me. I don't think they have duty support for this one yet. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think they had any for Stormbloods, and so far they have, except for the optional one. But that's the same. Then we probably just have to wait for Q. Darkwood. By Ralgar, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Tilly is the finest warrior I know, and I should like to think that we have learned something from our time in her company. Now, where's the entrance to the ducts? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Illy, we shall infiltrate the castrum and cause as much chaos as possible. This will draw the Imperials away from Lise and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the Fire Control Center. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces and show them to their entrance. May Ralgar guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. Castrum Abania now accessible. A new regular duty has been added to the duty finder and duty support. Castrum Abania. The Alliance and the Resistance cannot suffer a repeat of the slaughter at Specula Imperatoris. As such, they will not march upon Castrum Abania until they can be certain a fortress's main cannon will not be brought to bear against them. With the aid of an Alliance contact in Radiata, you and your comrades have devised a plan to infiltrate the castrum and seize control of the cannon. Several parties, including yours, will attempt to create a diversion inside the castrum thereby allowing Lise and her unit of resistance fighters to proceed relatively unhindered to the fire control center. Weapons research is your destination, and one can only imagine what manner of foes await you there. Alright, Castamabanya. Level 68, so could be approaching the end. Now we're going in blind. Chunk Norris. And just doing what we gotta do. AoE, AoE, AoE. Almost. Didn't quite fill up our meter there. Okay, boss battle. Wheeler. Let me do my stuff, man. Come on. Agna Rotor. What the hell? We're supposed to hit that thing? I mean, I don't know. I've never been in here before. Like... But yeah, we're gonna take the stuff. Might need it. That's the whole reason we made inventory space. Do we focus in one? Okay, yeah, I guess in the future we just focus them down. I don't know if you can get them all. Okay. Well, we're making progress at least. Alright, well, we're making progress. We're getting there. Yeah, I learned. What is that? Subject number 24. supposed to do with this? I don't know why I just lost target on him. Elemental overload. Okay, well, we got through it. Agreed. Okay. Alright, well, we're making progress. I'm lagging so far behind. Am I just slow? Why do I have aggro on so many of them? All right. Quite get that last one off, did I? Oh. Another treasure chest. Before Dola. It doesn't look like her, but... Oh. Just wait, little one, time for your medicine. Like the sound got like really low. I guess it all like a bunch of stuff tried to go off at once. The Nobian Paladin's Ring. Oh, they all left. Okay, well. Okay, yeah, all my stuff is spirit bonded. Okay, let's extract some materia. No, that one wasn't bad. The middle boss is a little tricky. I mean, not like mechanics-wise, just... he did a lot of different stuff. Alright, let's continue. Hey, I got commendations. That's nice.
Understood. We're on our way. Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
All right. Hola, amigo.
Lise, thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I gave the order to fire.
It was over. The Skulls had surrendered. No one else had to die. And you killed them. Your own people. Your own comrades.
You're right. I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom! You killed your own! They trusted you, and you killed them! Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Watch out.
Lise!
Got an evil eye. Be careful.
Gotcha!
I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
You know what I can do?
Alize!
Even so, the odds are against me.
Run, coward. Ninja vanish.
Coward! Get back here!
Yeah, you better run.
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the Royal Hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
Far be it from me to turn down an invitation. Respond, s'il vous plaît.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me? Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Smash the controls. Peace, smash. Well, we did it. Castro Mabania belongs to us now. Nago and her people took Alizé to Radiata to receive treatment. Alphinaud tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy we won and with minimal casualties, but somehow it feels empty. We should report to General Alden. Kryl wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of Raubon's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask, anyways. Raubon. Raubon's invitation. Raubon wishes to thank you for your service. Zilli, Commander Hext, fine work you did today. After Specula Imperatoris, we needed a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Rauger's star yet burns bright. I'm glad, I really am, but you should know that Alizé was injured in the fighting. Regrettable, but I am pleased to hear that she will make a full recovery. Fodola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us to a so-called royal hunt, then this bull would fain accept. What troubles you, Lise? Oh, it's nothing really, just that we're almost to the end, but we've still got to save Kryl and do so much more. We'll find her soon enough. Pippin has his best men scouring the Castrom's archives as we speak. Top men. He's got top men on it. Listen, Lise, it will take time for us to fully occupy the Castrom and prepare to advance into the locks. While we wait, there is something I would like to show you, both of you. After all, this may be the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push. I don't see why not. Then come with me to Radiata. From there, we'll need to follow another road south. Where are we headed? Right here. Is that it? No, that's not it. Where are we going? Oh, down here. Okay, yeah. I was like, he said go to Radiata, but he's not there. Alright. We're making progress. We might actually finish today. I mean, I don't know how many more we'll have. Count yawn. Not mine, yawn. I'll probably say it every time we see it. Not mine, is yawn. Oh, smart. Incinerate. Maybe those are all need to kill. Oh, just the one. That's nice. Oh no, the Zervin weapon looks good. I looked at all the other ones and like they just didn't match the look. Like this one matched both outfits because I wasn't sure what outfit we were gonna wear. Hey. I like the samurai one too, but I didn't want them both to look the same, so I just went with the Knights of the Round one. We can show that off real quick if you want to see it. Ain't nothing to it. Yeah, see, it glows like a fierce blue. Like, it's kind of plain, but it's fine. Even after all these years, it's still the same. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome. This where he's from? He taking us home? Do we get to meet Mom? Alright. Level 69, Liberty or Death. Raubon would share with you a story. Zilly, Lise, I brought you both here for a reason. Okay. You just gonna talk?
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it? Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was. Which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
We get the echo to see little Raubon.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death.
Lisa's dad, Curtis?
Liberty or death? Liberty or death? If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom!
That Ilberd? Look at Ilberd.
Send you home to men, did they?
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. Mayhap one day we will need it too.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lys, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too. I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Enanta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
All right. Let's do this before I forget. Even a blind man could see that Lys wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for the lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alizé was dead for a moment back there. It's one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her, and that's good. Will make her a better commander. But first she needs to learn to carry it, not let it break her, to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death, her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then, I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer. Oh, he wants to reminisce. Nice. His childhood home, huh? I understand he's been away for a long time and he probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata. Alright. To the north. Might get lucky enough and finish today. Not quite sure how much they have left. Wait, am I the only one who feels like I'm being watched? Don't know if it's Imperials or bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest and I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. They're being followed. Neither current. So how many that is. What we had? I think it's just west then. Alright. Where are we supposed to be going? Vicious youth. 7 hells, she's seen us, sought it. Dead's as good as alive to the Imperials. They put a price on my head. That didn't last long. Good time for fates. She had a couple too, it seems. They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're Alamegan, not even conscripts by the look of them. Barely adults. In fact, some of their faces look familiar. Wait, I remember. They're from Radiata. They must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. Probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed. Oh gods, Alizé and Alphinaud could be in danger too. We have to get back to Radiata and find Nago. Yeah, well, we can't just ignore it, right? Not like we have a war to win. What's all this about? You two look ready for a fight. We were ambushed by villagers outside Radiata and thought they might try to attack you too. Are you alright? Aye, we're fine. The twins are at Stark's. Alizé was asleep, last I checked. I'm sorry, did you say you were ambushed by villagers, not soldiers? Did they not see what we just did to Castrum Habanya? Goddamn fools. Please, Zilly, we overheard you talking. The ones that attacked you, they were young, less than 20 summers? Aye, I thought so. It's always the young ones, the ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you've got to look out for. See, the only decent work to be found in Radiata is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it, and they have it pounded into their skulls that the best they can hope for is to serve an Imperial officer. Bloody fools. After everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the Resistance, not against us. They've been living in the shadow of a castrum their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. Aye, you get some who can't wait to spit in a soldier's eye, but they get beaten for their trouble, or worse. Sounds like fun. Even so. And the ones that don't fight back but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites his master's hand, and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. Now you may say that that's all about to change, and I believe you, many here do. But a young man or woman who grew up only knowing what he knows has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to, if it comes to it, but remember that. Okay? The sooner we liberate Alamigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way. Only then will they know what it means to live free. We're going to build a new home for ourselves, together, a better home than they've ever known. That's nice. Alright. Oh, I hit 71. Okay. Peace has a proposal. The Lady in Red. I've been thinking if Alizé needs more time to heal, maybe we should move her to Rauger's Reach. She can receive much better care there, after all. Our infirmary is probably the best place for her, short of sending her to Gridania. Indeed, and given what Mistress Woad has told us, I would rather she did not remain here. Then it's settled. Nago, go and see about getting us a carriage and an escort. Alphinaud, you should get your sister ready for the journey. Tilly, would you mind going on ahead and telling Arella that we're on our way? I want a bed-wedding for Alizé when she arrives. Thanks. Selling some stuff, apparently. So we just go to Rauger's Reach. Birdie feels slow. The Lady in Red. Do you require assistance? Very well, we will make ready to receive the patient at once. Give me a hand, would you? There, all crisp and freshly laundered. We're here. Is everything in order? Right, we're bringing her in. Honestly, Alpha Node, you needn't have gone to all this trouble. What can I say? It seemed a good way to discourage you from limping off to battle when my back was turned. Listen to Arella. Please, you need your rest. I know. Any news of Kryl? She'll be cross if you make her wait too long, as will I. Huh, a chilling prospect indeed. I'll find her, sister, and I'll fight twice as hard for the both of us. Yeah, sweet. They're good together when they're not at each other's throats. I miss that feeling. Silly, I have a favor to ask. Would you mind waiting outside for me? I won't be a moment. You're gonna be the lady in red. You're gonna get a new outfit. You're gonna glow up. You're a leader now. You gotta dress the part. Daru's not around now. Yay, glow up. That's a nice dress.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Well, what do you think? I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but in a traditional sort of way, Ida wore it whenever she could. Not that I'm pretending to be her or anything. Not again. It's just... if this is the last battle we fight to free Alamigo, then she ought to be a part of it.
Suits you. It's not quite your style. Yeah, it suits you.
It's nice of you to say so. And a bit embarrassing. But mostly nice. Anyway, the real reason I asked you here was to sneak in a warm-up before the final battle. There's this place I know where monks used to spar as part of their training. Care to join me?
Sure, I have to switch to monk. I wanted to get on top of the statue. Is that what we're doing? We're gonna fight on top of the statue. Are they gonna kiss? against it personally, just prefer Stola. Maybe we got a little carried away, but you have to admit that was fun. Thank you, you're the best kind of friend, the kind that's not afraid to knock some sense into you. We can try. No, it's like on a hill. Long way we go. Still shorter than... What is this? Magitech is back. Objective. I'm not doing any fates, but I don't understand what that is. It looks different. It's like clear. Maybe it's something I can't do yet because we're not finished with the MSQ. But we need to finish the MSQ first. It opens up a lot of stuff. Kongamoto. Alright. Wide swaths of the map we haven't even opened yet. Not important to me yet. What is that? Hey, that thing will kill me right now. An A rank? Yeah. I could just sit here until like a train comes by. Right in the middle of a fate. Neck breaker. Ogre. Estramabanya. You are returned. How fares your sister, Alphanode? Her rapier wit remains undulled, for better or for worse. Have there been any developments in our absence? I am proud to say that cash from Abanya is now wholly under our control. At present, we are taking stock of the enemy's supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, while sifting through the officers' documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Ferdola's command passed through the Castrum en route to the capital with a single prisoner in their custody. Trial, it has to be her. In all likelihood, yes. You will be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the locks has been secured by our soldiers and is now safe for travel. One final piece of good news. Reinforcements from all 4 Alliance nations have arrived and joined the main host, which has established a new base of operation within the locks. Commander Hex should be arriving soon. Yes, when she does, we will call a meeting to discuss the final stage of Rauger's Beacon. Sorry for keeping you all waiting. An Alamegan folk dress. How very fitting, and well-fitting, I might add. He's such a horny little guy. I wanted to do something for Ida and myself. This is it, the last push. We're coming, Cryle. We're going to the lakes, the locks. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a dungeon. Is it a whole new area? Ooh. I guess it makes sense that we have to do meetings and stuff. That's foreboding.
I remember my father's words. How they rang in my ears as we left Castra Mabania behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true. They had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us. To stand against oppression and tyranny.
Hey, words here.
20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death.
Guess all the
Liberty
commanders
or
are here.
death.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor. Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
You get him, Pippin.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you?
War.
Twould seem we are of one mind. Then let us proceed to the how of it. The Immortal Flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seedseer's command. Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
What about the resistance?
Your part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count on us.
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as an irregular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
Thank you, General. I pray we find her quickly.
Rhalga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Alamigo will be ours once more.
So I guess first things first. Into the Aetheryte first, lest we forget. The stage is set and the players are assembled. Eorzea has come at last to drive the invaders from her lands. What would Grandfather say if he were with us here today? Yeah, it's like a whole different area. Porta Praetoria. It's a big area. Alamegan Quarter. Alright, let's continue. Alphanord remains concerned for his dear friend. Level 69, the key to victory. For all our other accomplishments, Cryo remains in the hands of our enemy, and I find myself wondering if I could have done more. Though we know now that she was taken to the city, we have found nothing which might tell us where she is being held. You know, you could just ask me. There he is. I'm gonna say we should look for Thancred. Thancred, what have you learned? I shall spare you the particulars of my infiltration and simply state that I have seen her with my own eyes. She is being held within the residential district south of the city proper. I tracked her to the ruins of an old temple of the Fist of Ralgar, within which the Imperials have constructed a research facility. A research facility? What manner of research? Why, methods to imbue Garleans with the power to manipulate ether, in pursuit of which goal their scientists have, I am sorry to report, performed many questionable experiments on living subjects. What? Yeah, that's pretty freaky. Calm down, Alphanode. We've already been tasked with securing the Alamegan Quarter. This just gives us a reason to do it faster. I entered and exited the facility by stowing aboard Imperial transport, but that method is not suitable for larger force. And it goes without saying that a direct assault on the rather substantial main gates would be ill-advised. I think I might know someone who can help. One of my men, he had an idea about how to get into the city. Actually, it might be the best if I let him explain it himself. Cynical youth. It's been a while. I'll not take offense if you don't remember. Might even be glad of it. Alagana, am I right? Aye, Whisker's the name. I was raised in the peaks, but my mom grew up in the city. Any road, I reckon we can get inside the Alamegan Quarter by way of Lochseld. What? How? It was a story my mom told us which made me think of it. She was always going on about what life was like when she was a girl, see? And how they used to have to boil water from the well before they could drink it since it was full of salt. They were drawing salt water from the lochs, which means there must be an underwater tunnel or something. Aye, that's it, but it won't be as simple as going for a swim. The well was closed, see, apparently Theodoric decided one day he wanted to control the water supply and forbade water trading, so even if you come up through it, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of a locked gate. At the time, my grandfather, being an enterprising sort, befriended a guard and lifted the key from his belt. He made a copy and carried on selling water until the Imperials invaded, and he ended up working at the saltery. In short, we need your grandfather's key, assuming he still has it. I'm certain he does, and I can take you to him, but it'll be dangerous. Don't you worry about that, we're used to dangerous. Nago and Arenvald will assemble a squadron while the rest of us go and get that key. Let's not waste any more time then, shall we? My mom said Granddad kept the key with him at all times as a lucky charm. If he hasn't got it, then, well... Then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Ready, Zilly? We may have to deal with a few Imperial patrols, or worse. Okay, so we're gonna have to fight some stuff. Okay, I'm ready. Saltery's not far. Follow me. Goblins. They gonna attack those things? Are we supposed to kill all this stuff? Killing soblins. To grandfather's house we go. We're here, but this isn't right. Where is everyone? Word of the Alliance's advance has surely reached their ears. Mayhap they sought refuge elsewhere. We should search the buildings for clues. Lots of clues. I don't think anyone's in here. Barrow appears to have recently been filled with fish packed in salt. Someone was hard at work less than a week ago. I'm not going to read all of these. The lumber appears to have lain undisturbed for some time. Doesn't mean I won't read some of them. Like, crumbling masonry appears to have lain undisturbed for some time. Yeah, like it's been shelled. Weird device. Magitech device suddenly springs to life, flashing brightly and emitting a shrill sound. It's a trap! Over here so I can get more than one of you at a time.
Away with you!
Killing stuff. Murdering spree, murdering spree. Like about it. I was supposed to keep Whisker alive. Where's he at? Click on him. Keeping him alive is the goal. That's what we're gonna do. It's like that should be enough. I can take this thing out quickly enough. Now then, where were we? Oh yes, looking for clues as to whereabouts of the erstwhile water merchant and his key. Yeah, I made that mistake enough. Like, just trying to kill stuff instead of, you know, actually protecting the people I'm supposed to protect. At her diary. In the wake of the ambush, you find a diary belonging to a laborer. The last entry makes mention of a plan to take shelter in the Sali Monastery. Sali Monastery, that's to the south. I'll lead the way. Not after that ambush, you won't. It's too dangerous. Zilly, we'll follow you. Keep your eyes peeled. Well, I gotta go south. So. Doesn't say where, though. I mean, I don't have a map. Map's still blanked out. This right? Not even, it's not on here anywhere. I guess we're headed towards that area. Is this? Yeah, we have to go on this side of the fence, it looks like. Gabby. Gabby dabby doo. Yeah, it's like closed off right there. Oh, I'm not quite sure exactly where this monastery is. I'm assuming it's near this etherite. I mean, I'll hit a wall if it won't let me go any further though, right? It said to the south, they didn't say anything else. Not that way. Abaddon. No, we certainly don't have to fight everything. Okay. Finally. Maybe I do need the better gear. I mean, some of it's still level like 66. And maybe we'll have to. I guess it's this way. He said the gate. We're just gonna keep following the gate. Wait, that's the way we came in, isn't it? Yeah, that has to be the way we came in, right? Or did we come in that way? It doesn't say. I'm gonna head towards the etherite until it tells me to go elsewhere. Well, okay, that's it telling me to go elsewhere. Like, my map's not opening up at all, so we're just kind of flying blind. Okay, it looks like some kind of boss of some sort. Something tall, dark, and imperial appears to be blocking the entrance. Gods damn it, I don't think there's a way around. We just have to go through him. I think those two devices are shield generators. Okay, so we gotta take out the devices. I'll keep the machine occupied until he be a darling and destroy the generators before it rips my head off. Magitech Avenger. Kill my friends. We won't be getting up after that. Now let's find our man. This is it. This is the monastery. They have to be around here somewhere. What? What? It's me, Whisker, your grandson. Whisker? By Rauger, is that really you? Oh, it's good to see you alive and well, lad, but who are these other ones? The Resistance, Granddad, my comrades in arms. She told you all about me thumbing my nose at the Mad King, did she? Daft sods never caught me neither. It wasn't much, but it was my way of rebelling against his rule. Glad to see you've got higher aspirations. Here, make our family proud. I will, I swear. Rauger as my witness. I was worried when he wasn't at the Saltery, but we found him in the end. Now that we've got the key, it's time to find that underwater tunnel. What have we got here? Okay. So it didn't open up any of the area we went through, just the area we're at. Level 69, the Resonant. Beast is in the mood for a swim. We'll need to dive into the locks and look for a tunnel leading beneath the residential district. That should be no problem for Zilly and me, thanks to the Kojin's blessing, but for the rest of you... How will have you know that I can hold my breath for 10 minutes? Wow. I think it best that I support Mnago and Arnvald's unit. Oh, right, you can't swim. I am aware of that, thank you, but it is neither here nor there, given that I lack both the Kojin's blessing and Thancred's preternatural lung capacity. Right, of course, I didn't mean anything by it, nothing at all. So, Zilly, Thancred, and me, let's head to the water's edge. Alphinaud and Whisker can rejoin the others and wait outside the gates for us to let them in. Okay, so where are we headed? Up here? We're not in that instance anymore, we can just run there. Locks. New location. Guess we have to go for a swim. This looks like as good a place as any. Ere you dive into the briny deep. He just shows up out of nowhere. Hurry on, Jay, what are you doing here? Master Alphinaud informed me of your plan, and thus did I hasten to your side. When Mrs. Alizé unfolded to me the tale of her defeat, I was much intrigued by the apparent ease with which Fordola, a theretofore unexceptional warrior, defied my lady's every attempt to do her harm. After some few days of deliberation, I subsequently contrived what I believed to be a solution to the problem of her preternatural oppressions. It was in hopes of furnishing you with the fruits of my labors that I came. Wait, isn't that Moonbreeda's? Her etheric siphon formed the basis for my design. Did my hypothesis prove correct, you need but activate it in her presence. To say more would endanger the plan, for ignorance is your shield. It was Moonbreeda's time. It is not yours, my friends. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, and return. We will, for you and for her. Right, I'm going in. Follow me. Where'd she go? She already in the water? Through that tunnel? Seems to be a lot down here. Like an old civilization. The tunnel leads east. Thancred's already gone ahead. Let's not keep him waiting. Yeah, he can't afford to just sit around and wait. It is a bit loud, isn't it? It's fine. We go up here. Guess we go up here, huh? Making some real progress here today. Much further than I thought we would. That's good. And I still don't know how long it's going to be, but we can finish Stormblood's main scenario. That would be great. If we're gonna walk right by it, then that was fun. Yes, yes, tremendous fun. Who needs a beastman's blessing anyway? I still can't believe you managed to hold your breath the entire time. It felt like we were down there for hours. Anyway, it's time we let our friends in. Once we head up these stairs, we'll need to make our way to the main gates, which are somewhere to the west of here. Forgive me for stating the obvious, but it bears repeating that until we open the gates, we three are on our own. 'Twould be in our best interest to avoid guards and easily startled small folk. Obviously, but once our guests have arrived, we'll be free to head towards the research facility where Cryo is being held as loudly as we like. Since you've been here before, will you lead the way? Of course, but I will move quickly, so see that you do not fall behind. Nothing left to say then, let's get into it. Get to it. All set? Proceed. Maybe I should have put on some better gear. Man, who cares? Gates of Alamegan Quarter. Follow my lead. Stay close and quiet. Wait, patrol. Let them pass. Did a stealth mission. Get to cover. I'll deal with him. What is cover? This here? Behind the wall? None were the wiser. Let us press on. Imperial soldier, dead ahead. Here we are. Ah, one more century. Give me a moment. Oh, he's sleeping. Look for a lever or a winch. We will guard the rear. Hell is open. Heavens weep. Alpha Node, can you hear me? The gates are open. The gates are open. As a Notarian. Our friends are ready and eager to engage the Imperials. Let us leave them to it and head for the facility. There's the facility. Remember the reach. Remember the towers. Attack. Yeah, it's showing it like in the chat box at the bottom. Insurgents here, sound the alarm. Forward, forward. I don't want aggro. You don't have time for this. Put them down. Just killing stuff. Resonatorium is just ahead. We are foolish for not having food. They knew we're coming. Make ready, my friends. Oh, they know we're coming. Is where we fight for Dola. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, who knew? I reckoned you lot would come, but I didn't think you'd have the nerve to break the bloody doors down. Makes no difference to me, though. Time to die. Use the etheric siphon to weaken Fordola and defeat her in battle. Time is that son?
I can read your every move.
It doesn't seem to work unless I like.
Out of my way!
Oh, okay, I see. I gotta do it like that. Okay, I get it.
I'll cut you to pieces!
Alright.
How could I lose?
Oh, I thought I hit it. Oh, I did. It just like wasn't going off. Kind of a waste of my stuff. Focus.
Let's finish this!
If only you knew the power!
I guess I just have to be close to her. Okay, got it. Nice. Yeah, it's like I hit it, but it doesn't work unless it's like shining, so it's got to be like close to her. I can't do it from far away. Stick her with the pointy end.
No. Not after everything. I cannot lose. I will not!
Oh, but you will! Without your tricks, you're nothing! Conrad, Mefrid, your own comrades! I should kill you here and now for what you did! But there's no place for that kind of justice here. Not in my Alamigo.
Oh, how very bloody noble of you. Why, you'll pardon me my sins, will you? After you and your freedom fighters come and tear down everything we've worked so hard to build? We were fighting for our people's freedom.
Boom.
You're slaves to a tyrant! There's no freedom in that!
Now, my friend!
We know it's that one. I think it's 5, which one it was. Trial.
Croyle!
Alphino? I knew you'd come.
Touching as this moment is, it will have to wait. We should rejoin the main force at once. Lise!
I'm taking her back with us, alive. She's going to answer for what she's done.
Listen to you, talking like you've already won. Xenos is gonna tear you apart. He commands a power echoing that of the Icons.
What are you talking about?
The hunt, you stupid cow. I'm talking about the hunt. He said you'd come, and here you are, his willing prey. You and your friends are dead, just like mine. And all our misery, all our sacrifice, it was all for naught!
No! You're gonna live long enough to see us win our freedom. I promise you that.
May I live 1,000 years.
Interrogations can wait. Let us be off.
Right. What a relief to have finally found her. Though our greatest challenge yet lies ahead of us, on the eve of this final battle I find myself overcome with joy. We could not have saved her without everyone's help. Thancred, Lise, Iriange, and of course, you. But yes, there is still much and more to be done. I should be very interested to learn the meaning of Ferdola's ominous words, for one. The legacy of our fathers. Alphinaud is a man with one less worry on his mind. Lys is going to deliver Fordola into the custody of the Alliance, leaving Minago and her men to hold the residential district and stand ready. Once the Alliance has breached the main gates and commenced their assault, the Resistance forces will push through the entrance here and join the fray. In that case, I will remain here. My search for Krile took me into the city proper, and my familiarity with their defenses may prove useful to the Resistance. Understood. I shall instruct Arnveld and his unit to render support as well. They were tasked with securing the Aetheryte, as I recall, with me, Zilly. Yes, yes, to the Aetheryte. Yeah. Ether current. Attune. Attune. Excuse me. Gods, Krile, it's so good to see you. I feared the worst. Wasn't your fault. You saved me, all of you. Thank you. We will be departing shortly for Porta Praetoria to rejoin the main host. Ehrenwald, I would have your unit remain here at Thancred that you might support the Resistance troops in the coming battle. Understood, we won't let you down. I trust you will refrain from doing anything I would not. We are both far too young to die. Right, right, no noble sacrifices, got it. Dilly, Krile, let us be off then. Maybe I just run there? Nah, takes too long. We can unlock more of the map once we get flying.
Ah, the heroes of the hour. Not content with securing the residential district, you gifted me an Imperial commander. What are you after, a medal?
The work is its own reward, General. I must say, however, that Fordola's claims were not a little disturbing. What manner of power could Xenos have acquired that might equal an Icon?
Might she speak of our missing Omega?
Very possibly. The Empire's fondness for comparable Allagan technologies is exceedingly well documented. Have we made any progress with our own investigation?
None. The search goes on in earnest, but Cid has thus far found nothing of note. Mayhap the Garleans beat us to it. If they were working desperately to repair the machine, that might explain their decision to remain within their walls.
Ah, Lys. I trust you surrendered Fordola into custody without incident. We were just discussing the pilot's claims.
About Xenos and his newfound powers. She hasn't said a word on the subject since we rescued Krile, even when the interrogator asked nicely.
Ego ass.
Mayhap I can offer some insight into her claims. Or at least into the facility and the experiments they conducted during my time there. Though my memories of the period are somewhat muddled, there are a few things I remember with painful clarity.
Thancred told us only that Fordola had undergone some manner of treatment.
Yes. It is a place wholly dedicated to the creation of enhanced beings, whom they refer to as the Resonant. As I understand it, the process aims to imbue a test subject with the qualities of an individual with demonstrated magical aptitude. This entails the mechanical extraction and transfusion of some manner of primordial essence.
So that's how Fordola improved so fast. I knew there had to be something. She wasn't half as strong or quick to predict my attacks when we first met. If it weren't for Oriange's siphon thingy, I really don't think we'd have beaten her.
My humble scheme asked far more in the execution than it required in the conception, I do assure thee.
Oh, you've got to stop doing that.
In calling upon Lady Alisaie after her defeat, I was most intrigued to learn of the apparent effortlessness with which Fordola countered her attacks. 'Twas as if she knew the blade's destination ere its journey began. A most impressive feat under any circumstances, but an almost miraculous one when considered in the context of Fordola's unfamiliarity with my lady's arts. How then could she so perfectly predict an unknown opponent's every move? After much deliberation, I surmised that Fordola may be possessed of a preternatural ability to divine meaning from the fluctuations of an individual's ether and to instinctively react. To employ a metaphor, one might say that she was attuned to the whispers of my Lady Alisaie's soul.
Wait, have you not just described a manifestation of the Echo?
I had no conclusive proof. The available anecdotal evidence suggested only that Fordola was uncommonly sensitive to etheric fluctuations, and 'twas this which led me to develop my stratagem. I would fashion a device with the capacity to generate a massive disruption in the surrounding ether. If, as I suspected, Fordola's senses were indeed questing for the most minor of oscillations, the shock of exposure to a more amplitudinous etheric waveform would be akin to a debilitating bout of ether sickness.
How ingenious. I note that the success of your plan hinged on your device's wielder remaining ignorant of its purpose, lest Fordola divine your intent.
And now that he's told us, we can't use it again.
Indeed so, Master Alphino. All things considered, 'twas a most fortuitous outcome.
That's putting it mildly. In any event, if Oriange is correct, that would mean these Resonant have been granted the power of the Echo via artificial means. A sobering thought, to say the least, and one which makes me wonder what else Xenos has in store.
Whatever the Viceroy's newfound powers, I know of none better equipped to face him. And face him you must. For there is now but one path forward, and it leads straight to Alamigo.
And it's not as if we came unprepared. We've got all our friends and allies fighting for the same thing. Honestly, right now, I feel like we could take on anyone and win. And I mean anyone.
Jinx it. Victory is as good as ours. Nevertheless, let us proceed with all due caution. Yeah, no, victory is as good as ours.
Exactly. Oh, I wouldn't want to be in Xenos' boots. Not with the likes of us coming to get him. Right, I'd best get back to the residential district. Thancred and the Resistance forces are waiting.
It is time we join the main host. Kryl, in light of your recent ordeal, might I suggest that you remain with the rearguard for now?
Oh, if you insist. Just this once.
Ready to continue. Alpha Node. If I may, General, is there aught Zilly and I can do to assist with the final preparations? I'm glad you asked. Pippin informed me moments ago that all forces are in position, that we are ready to commence the assault. Naught remains but to notify the Alliance commanders. If you've no objections, I should be glad to have you do the honors. You were instrumental to the success of Operation Archon. You helped bring an end to the Dragonsong War. You are a hero to the people and a symbol of hope. Some might judge it an empty gesture, or worse, a waste of your talents, but I know it would mean much to everyone here. Yeah, I'm such a hero. Right, we need to do something about, like, the background music's just kind of, like, really loud. For some reason in this area. I have to keep adjusting it. Should be enough. I don't know, it's like just this area, it seems like. Might just be me, I don't know. Ah, that you should be the one to bring me word. By the Fury, it is good to see you, my friend. You, who stood with us in our direst hour, will ever be an inspiration to my countrymen and to me. Though Ishgard's debt can never be repaid, it is my hope that our deeds this day shall go in some small way to redressing the balance. All is ready? Very well. Though many will fall in the coming battle, how many more shall know liberty for their sacrifice? There is a time for peace and a time for war. Even the matron understands this. We who have received of hers and the elemental's blessings go now to stand for Eorzea and her children. It's time then. Though this is not my theater of choice, we will play our part. Our cannons care not either way. That battery has sunk enough ships to fill a fleet. Does not like to be bested by a gate. Alright, Raubomb, let's do this. The final push. It is done then? Thank you, Zilly, for humoring an old bull. Maelstrom, Adder, and Ishgardian forces are in position, General. Resistance forces in the Alamegan quarter ready and await our signal. Naught left to do but the deed itself.